are more vulnerable because I can see that there are many single parents with many children here. They have health issues, financial problem, so we can just support women here. Even though we are just helping, we cannot support them. In my perspective, women are more vulnerable.
1, 2, 3. Give me one. Red. Okay. Okay. Each of you, I will ask you one question. Okay?
So, sisterhood, the main reason we stand by ourselves, it is when we don't have anyone stand by ourselves. Like there's no international programs or a government programs or local programs that support the refugee women and girls to become something. This is one of my favorite words. It's called peace. So every human in this world deserves to get peace. And unfortunately, since refugees they don't have peace, we have hope. And I have friends. So friends give me hope. I am Nimo Adem. Originally, I'm from Somalia. I live in Indonesia last 7 years. I'm a co-founder and director of Sisterhood Community Center. Sisterhood Community Center is a safe place for refugee women and girls in Jakarta and surroundings. Sisterhood is the first and only refugee program support for refugee women in Indonesia. Sisterhood is a community that stands by refugee women to another refugee woman. So it's led by refugee women to refugee women. I believe always the life is not give us what we are expecting. But as a refugee, we expected to arrive a safe country, mentally, physically, and accepted as a human being. But since I didn't get my human rights, I didn't get the basic fundamental that I can survive like other human beings in this country, I have a purpose to stand up myself and to support the others. So I think my main purpose today to speak the voiceless women that follows me and helping them what I can do. Refugees in Indonesia, they are in miserable life situation generally. And the number of refugees in Indonesia almost 12,000 around, based on UNHCR data. About the refugee women, they are struggling every single day to survive for tomorrow. Financially, mentally, health and situation living as Indonesia transit country. So asking for refugee women condition in Indonesia is so bad. Sisterhood, we focus integration system. We believe the host community in Indonesia, Indonesian people, are good, friendly community, but they don't have enough information and understanding for a refugee situation. So one of the things is that we fight as unrepresented sisterhood community generally, that the Indonesian generally, as governmental policy or local people, to understand refugee people are not criminals, they are human beings. Hey, Arsha.
How are you?
How you doing? Good.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. How's today?
That's great.
It's so traffic.
Yeah, so perfect. So today we have advanced makeup and basic tailoring class.
Oh yeah, so it will be also the playroom will be on.
Exactly.
And then after their makeup class, they will have a dancing class. Then we will do the photo for session. That's it?
That's
Let's start our day. Thank you.
we can start our day.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Arzu Hussaini from Afghanistan. I have been here in Indonesia as a refugee since 2014. I'm part of the sisterhood management team. I'm helping sisterhood community in administration and finance area as a program manager. The situation of refugees, especially female in transit countries, are quite difficult and hard. As a transit country, refugees are tired, hopeless, and facing stress and mental and physical health issues due to long process of resettlement. Even they are waiting for 9 to 10 years or maybe more than 12 years they are waiting. Refugees, both gender, especially women, are suffering from different difficulties and challenges. They don't have their rights, basic rights. They cannot work, they cannot get education, they cannot raise their voice to defend their rights. They have financial problem, they have anxiety while they are waiting for a long time for their resettlement. I have many hope, but my main hope is to help all the women around the world to fulfill this dream. I need to get my resettlement first, get my own freedom and rights. Then I can support and empower other women.
Suaka juga menerima aduan bahwa pengungsi juga mengalami kekerasan berbasis gender gitu ya, entah di keluarga, entah di lingkungan gitu kan, dan juga di komunitas mereka sendiri, ya itu nggak bisa dipungkiri. KDRT ada gitu karena tidak sedikit kan yang mereka sudah menikah dari negara asal atau bahkan menikah di Indonesia, itu ada konteksnya gitu. Terus pelecehan, penganiayaan, bahkan pelecehan melalui online itu juga ada yang pernah disampaikan ke Suaka. Konteks lainnya terkait dengan SGBV. Nah itu beberapa pengaduan yang memang Suaka terima juga. Kami juga belum mengetahui kenapa sih, apakah mereka tidak berani mengadu atau mereka merasa bahwa itu bukan korban. Padahal untuk misalnya konteks Indonesia gitu ya, bahwa beberapa gitu yang kami ajak bicara, mereka nggak tahu bahwa oh ternyata perlakuan itu adalah konteksnya KDRT dan itu ada hukumnya loh di Indonesia. Nah mereka nggak tahu. Kami pernah bertanya bahwa ini aib keluarga, kenapa kami harus share ke pihak lain gitu, nggak boleh ini disebarluaskan gitu. Jadi untuk konteks ini berarti saya nggak boleh nih bicara ke orang lain ya, padahal kan itu juga hal yang penting kan. Ditambah ya tadi aktualisasi diri mereka terbatas, hak-hak mereka juga lebih terbatas gitu. Jadi kesannya adalah ya mereka bergantung sama yang memang sebagian besar di komunitas juga laki-laki gitu. Jadi kalau misalnya diberi ruang gitu ya, diberi kesempatan ya mereka bisa berdaya. Kalau untuk perempuan memang dibandingkan pengadu laki-laki paling baru kurang lebih 10-15% lah. Jadi kalau misalnya untuk sampai proses litigasi gitu ya atau masuk pengadilan, kami belum punya pengalaman hal itu gitu. Untuk konteks pendampingan kasus SGBV itu belum ada Suaka. Jadi memang konsultasi dan segala macam gitu.
Baba, can you mute yourself, Laura?
There is no one others. So
You can listen to information, or you don't have a child.
yeah, I don't have to translate, but because I am the only one Rohingya here.
Or Rohingya community. Don't worry, yeah, so I'm be sorry if you had another languages. Maybe I can speak Somali same time in English. Thank you, sister. The majority SGBV cases or domestic violence from refugee women and girls, it is from refugee community themselves. So far, we never met Indonesian or foreigners. The general main reason is that the domestic violence or SGBV cases occur inside the community. I can say it's financial problems, mental health issue, traditional culture, and at the same time absence of service for survivors in SGBV in the system, because refugee women cannot directly access include the justice of law and legal in Indonesian government. So it will be a main reason that the number of SGBVs and domestic violence increased because of silence of women. Since there is a strong program is provided them. Patriarchal system, traditional culture, customs from home country are still practicing inside Indonesia, many of community. What we do sisterhood, providing trainings and workshops for their native language, understanding we don't need to practice what we left back at home, like child marriage, like destroying sexual reproductive health rights, freedom of women, the woman became independent for herself, marriage decisions, all that things is still traditional problems inside the community. This is one thing that sisterhood we are fighting for every day, to focus ended up SGBV and make up every survivor have a safe space she talk and she share what is suffering. Unfortunately, according to our limitation is, it will be hard the women speak freely. And you're gonna understand, the survivors, when they want to speak, they need a system they can access, provide them what they are needed. So what we are trying now to increase the knowledge, awareness for the community, and normalizing to talk about SGBV cases, not to be shamed. Because what happened for refugee women and girls is not their mistake. They have rights to speak. So sisterhood, we train them, encourage them, all our programs, they have to speak up.
The thing I wanted to share about Indonesia is a very good country. The people are very calm, very patient. So it's my first time when I saw the people come, because in our country they are too much, they have stress and depression, so they are not like Indonesian people. And I really like the Indonesian people, foods, everything. The government is also good, because the thing which we wanted from our country we didn't get, but in Indonesia they have freedom of everything. If they allow people to live in Indonesia as like Indonesian people, so it's good. But living in Indonesia as a refugee is not good, because you are not free. The things people need is freedom, which they don't have.
If you come to the contour, if you want to contour your face, first you need to know your face shape. When you look in the mirror, you will definitely know which area of your part, which part of your face is wider or bigger. Then you need to contour that area. Basically, contour means you create an illusion. So for the contouring, for the oval face, you will contour the cheekbones, because it's already a perfect shape. Then we have oblong. Oblong is longer than oval, so we need to make it short. We need to cut from forehead and the chin part. You need to contour this area, and the cheekbones. Yes. Like this. वहाँ से brush लो.
I can say this is very sad that people escape from Afghanistan due to different difficulties. But even though in Indonesia they came and they escaped from Afghanistan, they cannot continue their education here also. So dreaming, having goals is like people are hopeless. If you ask what's your dream, there will be no answer because people are living here more than decades.
Give me one. You give me two. No, don't do that again, Jack, okay? 1, 2, 3. Give me one. Oh, okay. What about this one? Okay, what about this one? Okay, what about this one?
This is totally a low country. What I mean, being a transit country doesn't have any rights that the refugee can survive for. We just under protection. But the refugee in Indonesia, they are excluded getting basic fundamental life like education, health assurance, access colleges, drive, having property like bank accounts. So all that makes the refugee life limbo and makes them hard to survive by getting the basic needs that the human being needs. I think refugee life or refugee women life full of challenge. So when you ask me the word of challenge, I have 1,000 to tell you, but I prioritize it. The main challenge is lack of resource. We don't have enough budget or donation that we can support other survivors or other refugee women who needs to get support. The second thing is a language barrier. We are middle of country that we cannot understand their language and also they cannot understand us. The third thing is a legal document. Refugee cards or as a refugee registration is not allowed to access Indonesian system.
You guys need to share with each other.
If you get a chance to open a shop, do you like to open in Indonesia or other country? As a dream?
Yes, she opened a shop or salon.
Why in Indonesia? If they allow us to work, is it okay?
Yes.
Indonesia not agree to work here. Why? The reason is I create sisterhood. I'm not choosing to be lack of access of education, lack of women's center or women's program in Jakarta, lack of access helping mothers, young women in Jakarta would get the service that they needed. Sisterhood filling that gap to provide the refugee women and girls to be included the world, to understand their rights, to learn something. Since they doesn't get any rights to learn something from their home country, we call them, we are from them and we know their story. So sisterhood is become a reason that the refugee women in Indonesia, especially Jakarta and surrounding, come together and support by themselves. Like I'm a refugee and then I call another refugee sister to helping her something. And that's become a community that we can understand each other and we share experience what we are better each other. Because this gap is totally absent in this country. Or there's no special provided program for refugee women attention.
From here and go upside.
Sisterhood Community Center, we support for survivors capacity to understand the information. So since 2020, Sisterhood started to spread awareness for refugee women and girls and educate them what is the sexual gender basic violence. And also we're helping them to understand the links, the information, the places that they can find a support. But our ability, we are not capable of to provide them like a shelter or financial support or help so far, but what we are capable of to give them information and understanding and allow the refugee women mentally prepared, especially survivors, if they want to join our livelihood skills. Hey, listen to girl. So, Sumaya is safe or not?
Yeah.
Do you check on her?
Yes, she's coming. So I think we can just decorate this area.
So, do you want to put your table? No.
Yeah.
You want to put your photo here?
Yeah, exactly. So last time I told you I want to print our picture and we can put it here. What do you think?
Do we put Wahida's picture?
Exactly, that's a good. We can frame her picture. I'm thinking this is a good and safe place for everyone. Every person trying to help each other. Doesn't matter is she director, manager, no matter what's your label. Every person is helping each other, trying to teach others, trying to live happily. They are spending their time here and they are forget their difficulties when they are coming here. The hope is still in my heart that an opportunity came to me and I can live freely same as other people living and have my basic right as a human being and not with the refugee status. My hopes getting down, but I found sisterhood. The main target was helping people. No matter now you cannot be a doctor, but you can help in other area. As a manager in sisterhood, helping people.
And I have a hope for every refugee person needed to be inclusive, the country they are in, because to be a refugee is not our choice, but we have a right to be accepted as a human being. And when I think in Indonesia that the refugees they don't have any practicing rights so far, especially those very fundamental.